Get your grandma and prepare the toilet because today we are going through the toe-tapping, rage-inducing, finger-burning world of Rayman Legends' music levels and ranking them from worst to best in a rapid-fire ranking video. Let's go. Coming in at the number 6 spot, I am putting Orchestral Chaos. It's worth noting right now that I'm only counting the 6 main music levels, not their 8-bit counterparts that you get at the end of the game, because quite frankly the video would be messy and boring if I did that because, well, you know, they're not that different. So I'm just looking at the main 6, with the second one from Toad's Story being my least favourite. Now I like the music, I think this track is cool and it's a great idea to base a music level on. It fits the visuals of the world theme as well, I just don't like how it plays. It grinds my gears and not in a fun way. You know, one thing that really annoys me about this level is the lum placement during that big fall that you do. You really can't get all the lums without perfect placement, which is fine, but of all the music levels to then have to replay just to get that trophy, I wish it wasn't this one, you know? Toad's Story is my least favourite Rayman Legends world anyway, and this level just sort of rounds it off consistently. And I don't mean that in a nice way. It's good, don't get me wrong, just it's my least favourite of the best style of level, if that makes sense. In the number 5 spot we have none other than Dragon Slayer, based on Antisocial by Trust. This rock track takes place in the final main world of Rayman Legends, so in theory it should be the hardest one. And yeah, it kind of is. I mean, it's not, but the 8-bit version of this is hands down the hardest of all of them, so kind of technically this is, like, it's the hardest track of all of them. I find Granny's World Tour to be quite easy, even the 8-bit one. I know that's probably not a very popular opinion. It's not really an opinion, it's just fact, innit? I find it easy. Anyway, I love the music and visuals of Dragon Slayer a hell of a lot. It's worth noting now that Orchestral Chaos is really the only one I don't love. The music levels are always a huge standout in the game for me. I wish they made DLC music packs. But yeah, Dragon Slayer is the worst one that I still love, and it has some of the coolest runs and dodges, but also some of the most dull sections. While this one is fast-paced and exciting towards the end, the first half is pretty dull, just running right and jumping occasionally. Even Castle Rock, the first one, has more interactivity at the start. Even still, I do enjoy this level, and I find it a good way to end the last world. I just don't think it stands as tall as the others. Hello, I'm coming to you from the future as I made that video, actually quite a long time ago, but since then I've set up channel membership, so if you want to join the channel and support me and make the videos flourish and get somehow even more frequent, which at the moment it's pretty frequent, so you know it's a win-win for everyone, then check out down below and join channel memberships for exclusive rewards such as emotes, badges by your name, and access to videos just like this one a day or two early. Now back to the video. Number 4, we have Glue Glue based on Woohoo by the 5678. The fun fact of the day, this song is what connects Rayman and Quentin Tarantino because it appeared in both Rayman Legends and Kill Bill. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's these monstrous feet that connect them. Glue Glue is a funny one. I think it's one of the best tracks to be used in the game, but also one of the more inconsistent levels. I really do love it, and I enjoy how seamlessly Rayman changes between running and swimming in those different sections. I like avoiding the sharks and obstacles, and I'd argue this has one of the best music synchronizations with what's happening on screen. But I also feel like they could have gone harder. Like I said, great level, and I really do like it a lot. But whenever I finish the level, I feel like there's something missing. You know, was it too short? Could it have been crazier? I don't know. All I can say is that I think it is a great time, but it's missing something. Now, I've heard people say this is the worst or their least favourite, so be sure to let me know your picks or your ranking in the comments down below. And while you're doing that, don't forget to subscribe and join the Discord. Thank you. The number 3 spot is reserved nicely for the first music level in the game, Castle Rock, based on Black Betty by Ram Jam. Technically, Black Betty is not by Ram Jam. Its origins go much further back, with the exact origin not even necessarily being known. It's more of a folk song, I suppose. Either way, the Ram Jam cover has sort of become the version everyone knows and then subsequently covers themselves. And that's what this level is based on. The real best version, for the record, is by Spiderbait, but whatever. Anyway, this music level is so fun. It introduces you to the idea of these music levels, obviously, and it does it in style. The action syncing up to the music here is so satisfying. The enemies, the dragons, and buildings falling over left, right, and centre is just ridiculous enough that it feels so chaotic, but not too much that it's distracting. For me, it's a perfect first level for this type of thing. The song choice is obviously great, the obstacles and enemies are challenging but easy enough to master. Overall, a great level, and I can see why they marketed the game so heavily with it. Number 2 is a hard pick because quite frankly I think the last 2 are perfect levels, but the other one has the edge ever so slightly over this, so in the number 2 spot I am picking Granny's World Tour. Based on nothing, because it's an original track by the composer, though I guess it's based on or serves as an extension of the Land of the Living Dead music from Rayman Origins. This level is hard, like objectively. I find it easy personally, but I'll admit this has so much going on and I can see why people say it's the hardest. I love it though. Music is chaotic, funny, and fits the vibe of the level, which as the 6th music level still manages to somehow be fresh. Not a single set of repeated environments across all 6 of them, which honestly I'm surprised about. The obstacles are nuts. It's basically non-stop from the second you start moving, and I love that. By the end I really feel like I've overcome something tough, and that's a good feeling, even if I do personally find Dragon Slayer a bit harder. This feels big and momentous, something Glue Glue was missing in my opinion. Great level and a wonderful way to end the music levels. The 8-bit version is bonkers, but in a good way. And of course, in first place, Mariachi Madness based on Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Absolutely classic song, wonderful rejig of the vibe of the track, making it really fit the visuals. Speaking of fantastic visuals, some of the most fun obstacles and enemies, particularly unique gameplay elements that most other music levels don't have. I love this one and I replay it all the time, along with the 8-bit version. It's perfection. Yep, that's about all I got. Bye.